Hello there, Kyle Katarn here, and it is Wednesday, my droids. Let's read some Star Wars comics. And yes, I know it's not really Wednesday, okay, it's Friday, but this video is going to come out on a Wednesday on YouTube. So, yeah, I'm thinking ahead. But it is in fact Friday, random time to go live, but you know what? I have waited too long to catch up on my Star Wars comics. I know it's been a very long time, so really excited to get back into this. I haven't read any of these stories, so I've been missing out. I've just been very busy. A lot of things have been happening, and the thing about the comics is they come out every single week. So if you miss 1 week, now the work starts piling up. Once you miss 2 weeks, like there's so many comics, and at this point, I don't even want to know how many comics I am behind. But I'm going to try and blow through as many of them as I can, because these stories are awesome, and I want to catch up because I know that the Star Wars line is officially going to conclude with issue number 50. That's only 7 issues from now, so damn, definitely got to get on this. What's up, Digi, Clamp, Ice, Woodsy? You guys are here. I love it. We are reading Darth Vader, issue number 43 through issue number 47, because that is what is out right now. Written by Greg Pak. Yeah, one of the last comics that I read was Darth Vader issue number 42, so I do remember what's happening in this story. We're doing the Schism Imperial right now. It's going to be great. Hey, Tem, hello there. What's up? Give my love to Silas and Sawyer, man. We're back. We're finally back. So the Schism Imperial, a little splinter group of Imperials set on overthrowing Palpatine for the good of the realm kind of thing. It's a big callback to the Star Wars Empire line from Dark Horse Comics, where the same sort of thing happened with Moff Tracta. It was kind of like an Operation Valkyrie kind of story. Only in that one, Palpatine and Vader were both the targets. In this one, it seems like it's primarily Palpatine that they're gunning for. Oh yeah, we've even got a guy like Moff Tracta. Moff Tracta was the architect of the whole plan in Star Wars Empire, and he has like a rebreather very similar to Vader's. And now we've got what's his face? Korlek, right? Admiral Korlek from the Dark Droids arc now has a metal rebreather just like Tracta did. It's absolutely like a reference to that, and I love that because that was one of my favorite stories, actually. It's one of the less appreciated ones. I don't hear people talk about that one that much. Let's go. The Root of Treason. As Lieutenant Commander Enric Pride and other Imperials continue their duties across the galaxy, Imperial Administrator Sly Moore has secretly been putting together a group of defectors to stand against the Empire. Her crew already consists of Admiral Korlek and Governor Tontaza. That's right, Governor Tontaza from the ridiculous Kitster storyline. But she has now begun to convince Vader and his new team of corrupted rebel cyborgs to join her. That's right, because Vader now has the crack team of rebel cyborgs that he took over with his own version of the little droids from the Dark Droids. Written by Greg Pak, art by Adam Gorham, colorist Federico Blee, letterer VC's Joe Caramanga. For those of you, if anyone is joining Comics with Katarn for the very first time, just to give you a heads up of what this is, I am doing a cold read of these comics. I've never read them before, and I'm going to try and do some voice acting as best I can. But it's all sight reading, so bear in mind that if I stumble over some words, it's because I've never read this before, you know? This is also a reaction. This is a dramatic reading / reaction video to a comic book. It's all quite 2024. Yeah, I'm stoked. Let's go. It's Vader time. Coruscant, 1 month ago. Welcome to the ISB Office of Internal Review. Order through accountability. Freedom through consequences. Yeesh. Admiral Korlek. Yes. Proceed. Oh, look, and here they all are. They've been arrested. Korlek is arrested. Is that Tontaza back there? Governor Tontaza. Didn't realize I was still a governor. Ah, yes. I'm sure that'll be taken care of soon. Dick. Sub-Administrator Moore. Your next group is here. Very good. Let's see now. Admiral Korlek, you allowed your Star Destroyer to be overtaken by the droid Scourge. I saved the Executor from destruction. My own ship wasn't compromised until Lord Vader broke the quarantine. I believe a full investigation would prove... Agent Fabarian, you launched an independent investigation into the destruction of Sectors 35 and 36 alongside the Imperial Palace, despite orders to report to a new assignment on Skako Minor. Lord Vader was present at the scene, but the official reports do not mention him. I believe... Governor Taza, you were found to be colluding with Crimson Dawn agents by the command of the Emperor, and you allowed the destruction of a 1 billion credit facility. Lord Vader destroyed that facility. Perhaps the blame should lie with him? I love it. She's feeling them out. She's totally feeling out their sympathies and realizing that they all are zeroing in on Vader, and that's the reason why they've been punished. Like, Sly Moore's... She's pretty sly about this. She's assembling people that are going to be loyalists to the Schism Imperial. I know it's probably Schism Imperial, but it just sounds like it should be Schism Imperial. I don't know why, but I'm going to keep saying that because it's fun. Council Member Xanto, you embezzled thousands of credits over the course of 10 years. And kept only 10% for myself. The rest went to members of the Imperial Court, as per long-standing tradition. I feel confident you could clear this all up with a call to the palace. And no, I'm not blaming this on Lord Vader. Attitude. All right, then. I have heard all of your grievances, and the charges against you stand. What? Everyone here is talking about corruption and chaos within the Empire, and you're just going to ignore that? Do you believe you have been treated unjustly? Do you wish to appeal to the Emperor? The Emperor? Yes. A direct, personal meeting with the Emperor himself to plead your case. Step forward, and I will arrange this. Perfect. All I ever wanted. Very good. Anyone else? Oh, she's gonna kill him, isn't she? He's a sap, because look, everyone else is staying back. All of these people are disillusioned with the corruption in the Empire. He just wants to skate. He's like, no, it's fine. Just a little bribery. You know, he wants to maintain the status quo. He's not going to fit in with the schism. Very good. Anyone else? Ah, and there they are. Your true thoughts bubbling to the surface. So little faith, eh? Huh. You know there is no appeal for you. No reform. No justice, no order. That's only reserved for the few. At least, under normal circumstances. Eh? Oh, damn! How is he standing on a thing? We don't get to see the floor. Is he like standing on a lightning plate or something? Yeah, super fried right here. God, can you imagine the smell in that room? You three know the Emperor's true nature, which means you see his empire as it truly is, not as it claims to be, which means as a loyal Imperial servant. I should have executed you instead of him. God, that's gnarly. Curious, eh? And then she releases him, yep. You don't have to say anything. I already know your thoughts. Welcome to the Schism Imperial. They're like, holy shit, how did this happen? Nothing is ever straightforward in the Empire. They can't even get disciplined. And like, now they've been brought into this new thing. But you know what? This is a step up for all of them because they're all ready to root out corruption in the Empire. We know this isn't going to work, though, right? The main objective of the schism is to destroy Palpatine, and we know that's not going to happen. So really the question here is, how do they fail? You know? What unfortunate ends are these people going to meet? You will return to your lives as if we never spoke. You will accept your penalties and demotions. All right, Captain Korlak. You're all loaded up. Try not to get blown up again. Oh, man, that would suck. Having this reputation for like, oh, you got your Star Destroyer blown up, you idiot. That's why captains go down with the ship, so they don't have to live through that. And you will fade into obscurity. Right there, Fomarian. Delete that one. These are official records, sir. I don't know. You don't know what hell will catch if you send a Baron a traffic fine. Now delete it. Yes, sir. Damn. And he was so tenacious about rooting out corruption too, and now here he is having to be like a cog in the wheel. Letting Barons skate on traffic fines? Man. It's like a personal torture for him. Is that Tantaza? In a fucking Spartan suit? She's in this massive mech? I love it. This is the beginning of her origin story when she turns into Ned B. Just a few more cogs in the Imperial machine. Come on, Tantaza! Put your back into it! You may languish for weeks, or months, or even years before I call on you. But you must keep yourselves ready. Alright, break time! Just gonna finish this up. Wow, I think she had the biggest fall from grace. She went from Imperial Governor to, like, manual labor. Because, like, he just gets a cushy office job, which, to be fair, he was in a cushy office job before. He just has less power now. Korlek, however, is, like, a laughingstock, but he's still a captain. He's still in command of an entire vessel, so, like, they're doing okay. Tantaza has gone from the top of the food chain to the bottom of the goddamn food chain. Like, she's definitely had the biggest fall from grace here, I think. Yeah, Nat Kicks, exactly. How do they fail was the driving question of Crimson Reign, and it turned out to be a really compelling story. So, like, knowing that this is doomed to failure doesn't really... all it removes is really the stakes, but we still don't know how we're going to get there, you know? The stakes is the wrong word. There are still stakes in this story. It's just not, it's not the conclusion that's really the big crux for us. The Empire is vast, and we are tiny. Psh, what's her deal? She likes to keep busy. Keeps her mind off her troubles, I guess. Which is the only way we can escape detection and win. We all got troubles. Not like her. She used to be an Imperial Governor, but she tangled with Darth Vader. But if they notice you, then how's she still alive? Exactly. Can't be much fun. Spending your days waiting to be murdered. Wow, look at that look on her face. The artwork is honestly, I haven't even really spoken on the artwork yet in this issue, but like it's really good. And just the facial expressions, especially this one, like you can see the haunted look on Tantaza's face. It's true, she really is spending her days waiting to be murdered because no one survives the ire of Vader, you know? You're on your own. Governor Tantaza. Oh, he's here! Oh, shit! Nice, with the rebel cyborgs. Yes. I'm sorry, the mech suit looks hilarious. She got this tiny little head. Tiny little head on this massive droid body. You know why we're here. Why don't you fight? Such disrespect, Lord Vader. If you want to kill me, you should do it yourself! Oh, she's not going down without a fight, at least. Wait, but Vader's in the Schism. She doesn't know yet that Vader's in the Schism. Oh, look, she just knocked his droid control chip off. Is he going to revert back to Dark Droid's status, or is he going to revert back to just being a rebel, I wonder? Oh shit, here we go. As you wish. Oh! Off with the arm! Straight away! I mean, it's a robot arm. It's not a real arm, but still. Sklang! He just, like, pulls her out of the suit. That's dope. That's dope. What are you waiting for, then? Do it! God. These two Imperials back here that are just on their break watching this all unfold, like, should we call this in? Nah, it's Darth Vader. Just let him do his thing. Well done, Tantaza. What's going on? Lord Vader has joined the Schism. So why are we fighting? What's with these games? You have been chosen to betray your Emperor. which means you could choose to betray me. But now you will not. Because you will remember this moment and know what will happen if you dare. The last time we met, Lord Vader, you threatened me with your power. But you only succeeded in nearly destroying yourself. Grah! Oh, this is a great panel. Grah! Just surrounded by the flames. The Emperor has always been stronger than you, and always had more control. Yes, you could kill me, but why should I believe you could destroy him? Damn, that's actually very apt, and yeah, she really got to him. You have grown braver in your disgrace, Governor. Perhaps you will live long enough to learn. You! Excuse me? Who is interrupting Vader right now? You bastard! Oh, right, because she knocked his control chip off, so he's reverted back to his base personality. No one takes over our minds and gets away with it. You hear me? Ah! Just click. Just turns it back on. This is Imperial Droid Processor IO98D. Thank you, Lord Vader. I have been reconnected and am back in control of this MAR core unit. Come, Governor. What an absolute hell. Like, they're in there, sentient and conscious, being trapped within the droid control unit minds, and like, they're... Oh, man. Talk about a living death. Come, Governor. We have much to prepare. Outer Rim. Oh, look, a bunch of civvies and rebels, and oh, that's Kitster. Okay, I know exactly where we are. Well, you've certainly made progress. Where are we with all of this, Doctor? The transport system is another 2 months from general completion, but the machine's central function is fully operational. Wait, you mean... Yes. When activated, this death machine will drain and store the life energy from everything within 100 kilometers. According to the terms we agreed upon when you freed us from Imperial custody, I believe that concludes the service of my team. Of course, Kitster, but we'll need your people for a little while longer, at least until we can test the facility. General, we are done. We saw what this machine did under the Empire. As generous as you have been, we would prefer not to see what the rebellion might do with it. We chose this planet because it's uninhabited, but I understand. As you say, you fulfilled your promises, so if you insist... What the devil? We're under attack! Get our birds in the air and call the Red Platoon to defend this door, and if the enemy breaches this chamber, kill them. What? I'm sorry. But the knowledge you possess cannot fall into the hands of the enemy. Sometimes, to protect the galaxy, sacrifices must be made. No! Oh, shit, dude! Oh, you're about to be the first one to go. That's fucking amazing. That's amazing. Just opening the door and he's just like right there. Do you think he was holding his breath so they wouldn't hear him breathing through the door? Sometimes, to protect the galaxy, sacrifices must be made. Agreed. Ah! Fuck yeah, let's go! And in come the shock troops. Oh, it's a massacre. Everyone's just going down. Lord Vader, you came back to save us again. These rebels have reinforcements. They'll be here soon. Here, the facility's most vulnerable section is in the transregulator. A few direct hits and silence. Your only task is to activate the death machine. Activate? But you destroyed it last time. This machine is an abomination, a planet killer. We can't... Yes, Lord Vader, of course. Damn, dude. This is some course correction right here. Like, it's true. He came in and he just, like, decided to help this, like, band of civilians, including Kitster and Wald. We just went down memory lane and had this very, like, contrived scenario where we got to have Vader fly a pod racer. And now he's back. And he's activating the machine that he saved them from. And he's fucking choking Kitster. Like, I think this is Greg Pak's way of telling us that, like, okay, the Goofy Fun prequel memes Vader arc is officially over. Vader is back.
Yes, Lord Vader. Of course. Let me just...
Careful now, Doctor. I remember all the little fail-safes you built in last time.
Governor Tantaza!
Let me just make sure you're not going to blow us all up.
Monsters. You're all monsters!
Yes, yes. Let's get on with it then. I'm really starting to come around on Tantaza. She annoyed me in the first arc that she was featured in, but like, this is a good role for her. Just like a sycophant for Vader at this point. Oh, shit! Everything is blowing up! Oh, God! He activated the death machine. Look, the trees are being ripped from the ground. Oh, my goodness.
It's done.
Thunk. Wait, he was choking Kitster for this entire sequence? You will continue your work as before until the transport mechanisms on this facility are complete.
You're going to drain the whole planet, aren't you?
I don't understand. You freed us from Tantaza, Lord Vader. You said you'd bring order. Order comes from power. Next, an army for the Schism. This was badass. This was badass. Let's calm the music down there a little bit. So, that was fast. So these like canisters, this is the energy, the planet's life energy that is harvested from the death machine. How fast is like the transmutation process? Because look, it's ripping everything up, it's gathering, it's in the gathering process. And we know that this isn't a time jump. This is like immediately afterwards because he just dropped Kitster on the floor right here. And Kitster would be dead if this was like an hour later, right? So we're in the midst of collecting for the death machine. It's pulling all this stuff out. This motherfucking asp droid shows up with a whole cart full of fully loaded energy capsules. How did he get those so fast? How did they collect this and get it put on a tray and brought up to Vader that fast? That's incredibly efficient. I don't understand that, but Vader has all of the... And you know what? It kind of looks like he's holding a Lego lightsaber blade. Like he's going to take it and just like clip it into like a Lego lightsaber handle and be like, this is the ultimate weapon in the galaxy. Yeah, Kitster's having a rough time, man. All right. Next, an army for the Schism. Darth Vader, issue number 44. Let's get into it right now. The Rom Moke style giant suit. It's pretty great. I hope that Tantaza just like wears the suit every time there's combat now. Like she's gotten used to it, kind of like Ripley using the power loader, even though it was never meant to be like a combat thing. All right. Continuing. Star Wars, Darth Vader, issue number 44. Soldiers of the Schism. Look at these guys. I do feel bad. I do feel bad for these guys. Just because, like, it's not like they died and then were resurrected as these things. Like, even though it feels like a form of necromancy, what's being done to them, it's like they're trapped in there. They're trapped in there and they're forced to experience all this. Like, how many rebels have they killed that were their friends, you know? Soldiers for the Schism. Sly Moore's Schism Imperial, a covert group of Imperials determined to overthrow the Emperor, has continued to grow. Darth Vader has now joined the ranks, returning to an Outer Rim planet where Kitster's team continued to assist the Rebel Alliance with the death machine confiscated from Governor Tantaza. All the while, the MAR Corps, a team of machine-augmented rebels, has been brought under the control of Darth Vader to be used for his dark purposes. Written by Greg Pak, art by Adam Gorham and Paul Fry, colors by Federico Blee, letters by VC's Joe Caramanga. Let's go.
Coruscant! Earlier!
Oh, that's what's his face. That's Fabarian, right?
Everyone, get inside, now! This is Fabarian, Sector 35. The droids have lost it. They're killing everyone they see. I need backup.
Protocol 23 activated. Imperial troops evacuate.
What? No! You can't! Ah!
Damn! And this is the 2 city blocks next to the Imperial Palace. This is what he was, because he saw Vader here. This is during Dark Droids.
Oh, God.
How did... Bro, you got so lucky. How did he survive that?
No. No! Help!
Hell. Jesus, he's just looming up there. Yeah, like it's not often enough that we get to see Vader from the perspectives of like civilians, or in this guy's case, just like boots on the ground. Like he's a terrifying presence to someone who's not a Force user and doesn't have his level of power. Now. Fabarian, come in.
This is Fabarian. Sorry, I thought I had a few more minutes on break. Am I late?
You've got a lot more than that to worry about.
What?
You approved a fine for a certain Class A speeder this morning? We talked about this.
I deleted 4 tickets for that guy. I must have missed one. I'll get on it as soon as I get back.
Too late for that. That guy wants to see you. In person. Oh, jeez. Is this the Baron? This is the Baron that he kept, like, waiving tickets for?
Name and business? Assistant Data Processor Fabarian. Here to see Baron Slandov.
Oh, yeah. He's been expecting you.
My lord, the ticket man is here.
Uh-huh. Thank you so much. Fabarian, I read up on you. Wait, why does he look like Bolin from fucking Legend of Korra? Why does he have like Bolin's little baby eyes? My bad. I've been doing this whole thing with the fight music on. Oh, jeez. We'll just start it right here. Fabarian, I read up on you. Once Sector 35's greatest ISB investigator, now just a fine processor. Because you poked around in the Emperor's business. In Lord Vader's business.
I was just doing my job. A lot of people died. I was supposed to find out who was responsible.
Did I ask you to speak? You haven't learned a thing, have you? That's right. Know your place. Look down and say nothing. Because you are nothing, Assistant Data Processor. In fact, you're not even an Assistant Data Processor any longer.
What? You can't.
Obviously, we can. Yeah. Oh, man. They Mary Poppins his ass. You remember that? They like ripped the little flower off his lapel and like punched the top of his top hat when he gets fired from the bank. Like, what is this shabby treatment? You have been discharged from Imperial service. Tablet and comlink, please. The comlink too, Fabarian.
It's mine. I paid for it with my own credits.
I said, it's all right, droid. These little people like to cling to their dignity. That's fine. I'm feeling generous. We'll even let him keep his trousers. Man, this guy. Ugh. Jesus, they literally push him down the stairs. God, Imperial life sucks. Ugh. Some fucking pedestrian just like sees this happening to this poor man and is just like, ugh. Sucks to be him. I warned you.
Supervisor.
You're done in this sector, Fabarian. In fact, I'd recommend getting off the whole damn planet.
Identify yourself.
This is Fabarian. I've come to report to Lord Vader.
Here we go. You know, I never really resented Fabarian. I always felt bad for him, for his role and what happened. Like, he's definitely going to meet an untimely end along with everyone else in the Schism, but like, I don't know. I want to root for him a little bit. He does have that underdog energy.
You seem disturbed, Fabarian. I'm fine, Administrator Moore. You are a member of the Schism Imperial, a traitor and a liar, but do not dare lie to Lord Vader. I was working Sector 35 the day of the droid plague. There They were kids. I fought off the first onslaught of droids, but then the entire block exploded.
And you believe I was responsible?
No. I found out later the destruction was ordered by Masameda, Protocol 23. I know the Emperor gave the command.
But
I heard that whatever controlled those droids had infected you.
So you fear what I might do? I tested the entity that controlled those droids, Assistant Data Processor for Barian, and I found it lacking. So do not fear that I am under its influence. Every choice I make is of my own free will.
That's the MAR Corps, the rebel cyborgs. You've captured them?
Not just captured them. He upgraded them with Imperial processors. Their original consciousnesses are still inside their organic brains, but droid brains control their bodies.
Little unsettling, isn't it? But I guess you have to be prepared for those kinds of things when you join forces with Lord Vader. Governor Tontaza, I didn't know you were here already. The Schism calls each of us in its own time. What have you been doing?
Oh, look, and she's having one of the energy rods inserted into her power armor. One of the energy rods that they just used the death machine to collect in the last issue.
Oh, not much. Just securing my old death machine and draining a planet's life force.
A regular Tongs day.
And now we're fitting these capsules into our armor. We'll be able to channel the energy as power blasts.
What in the action figure nonsense is that sentence?
Now with new power blasting energy.
No rebel or Imperial soldier possesses as much individual firepower. So you see, I'm earning my keep.
Yeah, he really looks like he's enjoying this.
Hope it's enough to dodge a droid brain implant of my own. And now it's your turn, Fabarian. How will you increase the power of Lord Vader?
Yeah, Fabarian, what do you bring to the table, Assistant Data Processor?
I thought we were working for the Schism, not Vader.
I know you've always had trouble with shades of gray, Fabarian, but we are working for both.
Enough. Do you have what you were sent for? Or has your usefulness come to an end?
I have been very useful.
Midrim, Slandarvia, M9.
I irritated
Baron Slandarvia. So he has a whole fucking planet. That's the level of rich that this Baron is. Okay, he's planet rich. It's important to know these things.
I irritated Baron Slandarv in order to gain access to his private offices. The auto-slicer Administrator Moore, fitted into my comlink, copied the data we needed, just as planned.
Perfect.
As we suspected, Slandarv is working on a new model of battle droid, the most advanced design yet. He's kept it a secret in order to maximize his bargaining power when it comes time to sell.
That's pretty brilliant. You know, I like Fabarian, I totally bought it that he was just like kind of bumbling in his new position and forced to go get this like very, very humiliating dressing down from some rich, snobby fuck. But it was totally part of the Schism's plan, and he planted a bug in his comlink, and now he knows all of his proprietary secrets. Well done, Fabarian.
The factory is surrounded by worker housing. Any attack could endanger hundreds of civilians. I recommend a blockade and parley. Slandov's soft. He'll cut a deal faster than...
No. We will not bargain. We will take.
There's civilians, Vader. Wait, why am I saying this to Vader? He doesn't care. He doesn't care about civilians. Like, poor people playing ball down there. You're gonna kill these poor purple children?
We pledge to restore order to the Empire. Do you really think this is...
Remember, Officer Fabarian, first we need to kill an Emperor. Until then, order can wait.
But that's like the slippery slope of... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. It's action time.
This way!
Hello again, Baron.
Fabarian, what are you doing here?
We're going to need you to authorize a line-wide reprogram. That's right, because we're taking your droids. This, you know what? This is actually gonna be pretty satisfying because he was such a dick. He was such a dick. He's gonna get his now.
Ridiculous. Do you know who you're working for? Yes, Lord Vader. Whatever you need.
Many thanks. This shouldn't take long. I mean, Fabarian's assessment was correct. Like, he's clearly soft. He just folded as soon as he saw Vader. But wouldn't you? I mean, I would.
But there's really no need. These droids were built for service. They're already been reprogrammed with the most stringent Imperial loyalty protocols.
So they'd be obedient to the Emperor.
Well, of course.
Now they'll be loyal to Lord Vader.
Well, I'm loyal to the Emperor. Whatever you're planning, I'm not part of it.
Obviously, you were not invited to be part of it, Baron.
Stop! Run, Baron!
Very brave security forces, but it's not going to be enough. Look at him go. Ah! Oh, and it's Fabarian who's got you cornered now. Yes.
Have some dignity, Baron. It's already over. Wait, Fabarian! Just listen! I can destroy this entire facility with the press of a button. Only this chamber will be protected. You and me, the only survivors. Don't you see? Vader can't beat the Emperor. And even if he did, what do you think we have to gain? He's just as bad. You've got civilian housing built into the walls of this facility. Families, kids. Does that all get blown up too? Needs must. Yes. I suppose you're right.
Damn. And just like that.
What the hell, Fabarian? You think you can stay pure in this galaxy? Probably not. But you should have just paid that ticket.
God damn. That's cold as ice. That is cold as ice, Fabarian. But you know what? I get it. I get it. After, like, you know, I get it. And it is satisfying. Even though we know these are bad people doing bad things right now, that was a satisfying way to see that guy get taken out.
That wasn't for Vader, was it?
Oh.
Lord Vader, are you... Ah! Okay, something's affecting the Force sensitives. What's happening? Ah! Back with us, Administrator Moore?
Yes.
Your brainwaves were active throughout your episode, as if you were conscious. What were you seeing?
Can you not hear them?
Hear who?
The cyborgs. They're screaming.
Ah, your limited telepathic sensitivity must be putting you in touch with the trapped consciousnesses of the organic brains. Are they saying anything interesting?
No words. Just terrible fear. And terrible anger.
Sounds familiar. Huh. You know, this is kind of a fun group of just absolute assholes.
You don't understand the strain of it.
You're the one who pulled us into this alliance, Baron. Forgive us if we're not crying for whatever pain it's inflicting on you. Does it not affect Vader?
He's vastly more force sensitive than Administrator Moore, so I imagine he's experiencing 1,000-fold of her pain. But he is Lord Vader. I can hardly imagine he cares. Jesus. Look at them all screaming in anguish, and he's just like, I drink it in. I don't care. Your hate makes me powerful. Vader is such a terrifying, just absolutely broken human being. Like, God, there's so much to unpack in, like, what makes him him, you know? No, I caught myself as soon as I said that. I'm like, there's no way Vader cares about civilian casualties. I'm like, what am I talking about here?
Coruscant, 1 day later.
Lord Vader has secured his army. The strain of maximizing its potential is considerable, but he continues to find ways to increase his personal power.
And he knows you're here now, telling me this.
Of course, Your Eminence. If I deceived him, or you, I would already be dead.
You understand the Sith, Administrator Moore, but I wonder if Lord Vader still does. He used to be a Jedi, you know. He was never very good at deceiving anyone, except himself. Let him continue to gather his strength and bring it to me.
Administrator Moore? Lieutenant Enric Pride. Yes, you know me?
Of course. Of course, you are in the Rise of Skywalker. You've been chasing my heels for weeks, desperate for a meeting. I was told you serve Lord Vader. And ever since you saw him in action in Z9 City 7, you've known that only he can return the Empire to order. I don't protest, Captain Pride. You've already made your choice, like all the rest of us. Now come along. Lord Vader waits.
Nice. And now we're throwing young Pride into the mix. You know, ever since I met Pride in The Rise of Skywalker, I was instantly so curious. The way he talks about how he served Palpatine in the First Wars and now here. But if he's so, like right now, he's acting like he's a devotee of Darth Vader and he idolizes him and he's willing to join up in the Schism. But the Schism is focused on destroying Palpatine. So the fact that he's able to address Palpatine 30 years from now and be like, I served you back then, makes me think that if anyone's going to betray the Schism from within on behalf of Palpatine, it's probably going to be Pride. So I don't know that I trust this guy. But I'm very excited to find out like what bridges the gap to the old military admiral that we see. General, right? He's a general, I think. Yeah, next to the Martyrium. I don't believe I've ever seen those two words fused together like that before. Martyr and atrium. Next, Darth Vader, 45. I don't know what a Martyrium is, but that's what we're going to be exploring next. Yes, looking at the chat, I just finished reading Darth Vader's issues 43 and 44. Now we're moving on to 45, 46, and 47. 47, I believe, came out this last Wednesday, so we're actually going to be caught up on Vader, which I'm very happy about. So let's keep it going. Darth Vader, issue number 45 by Greg Pak. Let's go to the Martyrium. To the Martyrium. I'm going to say Martyrium. I'm just going to decide on Martyrium, and we'll take it from there. I actually really like this cover. This is badass. I love the way you got the crackle of the blade and the way it like very subtly reflects on the angles of the helmet. Like Vader is such a cool helmet to light because there's so many random angles on his face that like blades always look cool next to him, you know? The Martyrium of Frozen Tears. Sly Moore's Schism Imperial, a covert group of Imperials determined to overthrow the Emperor, has continued to grow. Darth Vader has now joined the ranks, returning to an Outer Rim planet where Kitster's team continued to assist the Rebel Alliance with a death machine confiscated from Governor Tontaza. Valerian then led the team to a factory building a new type of battle droid, which Darth Vader can use for his plans against the Emperor's forces. We've got a death machine. We've got an army of droids. What are we picking up next? Written by Greg Pak, art by Adam Gorham and Paul Fry, colors by Federico Blee, and letters by VC's Joe Caramanga. Let's go. Tython. Tython? What? Deep Core. Badass. I love how many times we've returned to Tython. Between this and The Mandalorian, I hope we get boots on the ground soon, you know? Oh god, if we could get Tython in the High Republic era, now that would be cool. Jesus, this is a storm. Look at this. Ugh! Lord Vader said to rendezvous at the top of the mountain, not the bottom. Well, the bottom is where we crashed. And whose fault is that? I told you should have let me fly, Korlek. Really? No one could have landed at the top of that mountain in the storm, Pride. Oh, it's Pride being uppity, of course. No one? Hell yes. Vader just being a badass. Fully just showing off. Oh, hoo-hoo! Look at this.
Lord Vader, dancing with the lightning! Ha ha! Did you see that?
Ugh.
What?
This isn't an act, is it, Pride? You really admire him.
Agent Valerian, I would do anything to serve Lord Vader. Wouldn't you?
Look at his crazy eyes. Man, Pride is just... He's a true believer, and it scares me. I hate that monster. With all the strength in my heart. Yeah.
You hate him?
Come on. We better get up that mountain. Yeah, Pride is the only one that's like a fanboy of Vader. Everyone else hates his guts. I don't hate the lightning, so maybe I shouldn't hate him. But I do.
Tantaza, what are you talking about?
You haven't seen him, Pride. You'll find out.
But I have. I saw him in battle.
God, these expressions that they're drawing Pride with are so unnerving. He's just like gleeful thinking about Vader and what he's done to people.
We were attacked by the MAR Corps cyborgs on Z9 City 7. Some of the greatest rebel warriors. They tore into him with everything they had. And for a moment, I thought it was the end. Lord Vader! But he was just drawing them in, testing them to see if they were worthy of service. And then he took them over, body and mind. I have never seen such evil fortitude. Valerian, what did you just... I was an ISB officer, Pride, and I believed in my job. Enforcing rules, because without them, people will do the worst things they can imagine. Well, of course, which is exactly why you invited Lord Vader into your Schism Imperial, correct? We all know about the corruption throughout the Empire, and we all know Lord Vader is the only one strong enough to weed it out. He's the only one that can bring true order. On Lord Vader's command, we raided a factory, stole their battle droids. Does that sound like order? I'm sure he had his reasons. And then I murdered the factory owner. I'm sure you had your reasons. He was going to blow up the facility and kill all of his workers and their families. So you had to stop him. Stop, not kill. But in the service of Lord Vader, there was nothing and no one telling me not to rub that smug piece of garbage out on the spot. And everything telling me to do it.
I mean, yes, it was absolutely a morally complex situation you found yourself in. I do not fault Valerian for taking that guy out. That guy was a piece of bantha poodoo. And he was going to kill innocent families. So I think it's justifiable. Maybe it's morally gray, but it's still justifiable. It was still the defense of others, if not self-defense.
What kind of order is that?
The expeditious kind, I imagine. Are the rest of you as tender-hearted towards enemies of the Empire as Valerian here? Korlek?
I served the Empire with all my devotion, but Vader infected my Star Destroyer with the droid plague. My entire crew was wiped out, and now I breathe through a machine.
I've heard about this. You were hunting Lord Vader. You can hardly expect him to show you mercy.
I wasn't hunting him. I was minding my own business, serving the Emperor. But Vader apparently took mercy on the planet my machine was supposed to drain, playing hero for the colonists.
You're all over the place, Tantaza. You were just complaining about him showing no mercy.
Yes, we've seen that too. Just a short while later, he raised a different planet to seize the energy he desired.
In order to seize the power to do what must be done, obviously. I mean, that's the whole point of what we're here for, right? Helping him increase his strength.
Strength? Huh. A waste on someone so weak.
Weak? Ha! Now I know it's pointless talking to you.
He is not fixed in purpose. He talks of order, but I don't think he actually even knows what he truly wants.
Your ignorance is a testament to his superiority. A master strategist never reveals his true plans.
What if his true plans lead to your destruction?
It is my duty to serve, and my greatest pride.
Then you shall lead us into the Martyrium of frozen tears.
Ah, yes, my lord. All right, Pride, time to put your money where your mouth is. I love that Vader got there first, and instead of announcing his presence, he just silently stood there and listened to their conversation. Like, so Vader of him. Still with us, Senior Lieutenant Pride? Oh, I see, that's Sly Boy.
Still with us, Senior Lieutenant Pride?
Why wouldn't I be, Administrator Moore?
Your faith is strong, but so is your fear.
What's this Martyrium?
No idea, but it sounds fatal. Testament to his superiority, though. Ha!
Welcome to Meridional Ice Cap of Typhon. Typhon? Is that a typo, or am I just an idiot? No, yeah, that's supposed to say Tython right there. Welcome to Meridional Ice Cap of Tython, home to an ancient Jedi temple containing a confessional built of pure kyberite. That's our target.
The kyberite?
Yes, should be easy enough to mine, but we believe the site was used as by rebels as a base. They may have prepared for our return. There is a Jedi temple on Tython with a confessional built of pure kyberite. That's badass. Wait, we've seen this before, right? Didn't we see this in the Star Wars line? We saw Luke come and find this place. Senior Lieutenant Pride, you will scout the area and determine its safety. Of course, because I am the most loyal. And the most dispensable. Sad. You might die never knowing what your hero's true plans were. I accept this. God damn it, Pride. I embrace it. Like you have an option. This is a really fun dynamic that we've got between these Imperials working in the Schism. Like, we've got three who understand Vader's true essence and absolutely resent him for the impact that he's had in their lives. And then Pride, who's just like this clueless fanboy who can't admit when he's in over his head. But the thing is, like, he truly believes it, though. It's not all talk for him. Like, he really would be happy to die in the service of Vader right now. Whoa. Throws a rock. Nice. Haha. I love it. They're totally quad cannons, the same type that you find on a YT series freighter like the Millennium Falcon. These were definitely left here by the rebels, and not like an ancient Jedi trap wouldn't have blasters, right? Indispensable, I'd say. Get over yourself, dude. The site is secured, Lord Vader. Lord Vader? Vera krotha ham tik mesh vroil. Whoa, okay. Well, the droid was talking shit, apparently. Lord Vader! Administrator Moore! What's happening?
The Martyrium has been awakened!
I have confronted this before. I will give it nothing.
It is not taking, it's showing. The anguished confessions of generations of Jedi who came here to bare their souls.
I don't see anything.
Oh, that's so cool.
Of course you don't. None of you are Force sensitive.
God, Sly Moore's she's getting so stressed, she's almost blending into Zuckus' voice a little bit. That's so fucking cool, because we know that one of the powers of Kyberite is that it can retain memories and echoes of things that happen in the living Force. So, yeah, Jedi coming to this Kyberite confessional and like confessing their, I guess, sins, for lack of a better word, would then be recorded in the Kyberite. And if you are Force sensitive enough, you can draw on those memories. And it looks like because this Tython is such a Force sensitive, like it's so strong in the Force on this world, and we're deep within the Earth. Of course, it's so strong that if you have any Force sensitivity, even as limited as Sly Moore, it's overwhelming. You can't shut it out. That's a really cool detail. Like, Kyberite is such a fascinating concept.
Of course you don't. None of you are Force sensitive. But trust me, there's not much to them. Here's one who's haunted by the faces of his students. Burned in a fire, he couldn't help them. Why should he feel guilty about that?
Oh wow, look. It's making Fabarian cry. Like, you can see the tears in the Master's face. It's actually like the residual emotion is coming through him, even though he can't see this. Like, you can just feel it.
And these weaklings, crying over tiny sins. This one got angry once. Oh, here's one who killed. Cut down 12 warriors in battle. But who among us hasn't done that, or 100 times worse? The rebels set this as some kind of trap, but the things these Jedi wept over are nothing compared to what Lord Vader has done. They cannot touch him.
Vader's like, ha! Your sins make me laugh. I'm way more evil than all of you. Silence! Here it is. Here it is. He's like, shut the fuck up, Slimore. I see my kid. Oh!
I don't know if I'm really a Jedi.
Ah! Damn. His first response is to lash out. God, he's full of so much rage. He sees his son and immediately, just as a reflex even, like, I must kill.
I don't know if I'm really a Jedi. And I don't know if I have any right to be here. But I have a confession.
My lord?
What's he looking at?
Lord Vader, you may be interested in this. During the time the rebels reclaimed this site, they received a visitor. Luke Skywalker.
My father asked me to join him. To do terrible things. To rule and conquer. I said no. Never. But sometimes I wonder. I wonder if...
What?
Luke. Father.
Damn. He wonders what could have been. And now Vader knows this. Like, that's powerful. Lord Vader, your orders?
Take as much kyberite as the ships can carry, and destroy this place.
Well, I mean, there's your answer of, is this going to affect him emotionally in any way? Like, boom.
Lord Vader, where's he going?
You think he tells us these things? Our orders are to shield a shuttle with kyberite and rendezvous at the edge of the Red Nebula. The Red Nebula, as in... Are we going to Exogol? Fuck yeah, we haven't been to Exogol since issue 12. Also, this is a great panel. I love the TIE Advanced X1 just like fitting perfectly into this like streak of light. Really cool perspective.
What's the matter, Pride? Did you expect a medal? Some kind of recognition? The barest acknowledgement that your service, your life itself, means anything to him?
Vader is away. Administrator Moore is unconscious. This might be the only chance you ever get to flee this conspiracy, Pride. As you've already told me, Tantaza, that's not actually an option. We've already made our choice. The difference between us is that you're full of doubt and fear. The fear I understand. And that's exactly why I will never doubt him. Because his ruthlessness, his deception, and his power mean that nothing will ever stop him from bringing order to the galaxy. Nothing. And no one. Luke, I am coming. To be continued in Star Wars Darth Vader Free Comic Book Day and Darth Vader issue number 46. One of which I have. I don't actually have my hands on the Darth Vader Free Comic Book Day, so we will be reading that one later. We are going to dive instead into Darth Vader number 46. Yeah, Vader is in absolute conflict, and that conflict grows more and more between 5 and 6. And he comes from, like, I say it all the time, but like in 5, he's saying like, together we can overthrow the Emperor and we can rule the galaxy as father and son. And by the time that Luke encounters Vader again in Return of the Jedi, he's completely changed and he's saying, I must obey my master. And we've gotten the story of why that is, and now we're seeing the reemergence of that conflict within him that allows Luke and Luke's words to take root within him. It's moments like this one where even though, yeah, he did not respond in a way that makes him open to it. Like, he attacked the vision of Luke. He destroyed the confessional. He did these things out of hatred, but it's all self-hatred. It's self-loathing. Deep down, he has love for Luke, and he hates that he has love for Luke because he knows that it's a weakness. But it's moments like this that he's building on when he finally makes that decision to attack the Emperor and to save his son and to throw Palpatine down that shaft. It's moments like that. That's the tapestry that is being built to show the motivation for why he's finally able to make that change with Luke's help. I love it. I love it when we get those little connective pieces. Next up, 46. Who the frick are these people? I don't know what's going on. They look like bad guys from... I don't know. I feel like they could be the minions of Black Manta from Aquaman. They could even be like Ninja Turtles bad guys. Yeah, Vader seeing part of Luke's vision is huge. Huge for their relationship and huge for the development of the dynamic between the two of them. Boom. Darth Vader. Issue number 46 by Greg Pak and Raphael Ienco. Hell yes. The Sith Apprentice versus the Sith Eternal. Wait, what? Okay. Well, I think that means Exogol confirmed, right? Because they said Red Nebula, which we know Exogol is hidden inside the Red Nebula. And now we're fighting the Sith Eternal? What are you up to, Vader? What are you up to? Let's do this. The Razing of Exogol, Part 1. Sly Moore's Schism Imperial, a covert group of Imperials determined to overthrow the Emperor, has continued to grow. Darth Vader has now led the group on missions from the Outer Rim to Tython, all building toward a final assault on the Emperor's regime. Meanwhile, Sabe, former handmaiden to Queen Amidala, has teamed up with Jedi pretender Warba in an attempt to find Luke Skywalker, the son of the man she once knew as Anakin Skywalker. Well, just when you thought we were safe from Sabe, you know what? I bet Sabe is part of the Free Comic Book Day story. I'll get to the bottom of this later. Let's go. Greg Pak, Raphael Ienco, Federico Blee, and VC's Joe Caramanga. Let's do this. Sergia 7 Spaceport, Bay 12. Well, how about that? Sabe, handmaiden of Naboo. Warba, grifter of Sergia. You actually came. Jinx. I didn't think you trusted me. I'm not sure I do. You told me yourself you're a liar. But wise in the ways of the Force. Maybe. Doesn't mean this still isn't a trap. She came alone, Sabe. Whoa! Alright then. Where's Luke Skywalker? That's your grift? Okay. I bet she doesn't even know. I just wanted information, not a partner. No, you want Luke? No, you want Luke. But Luke was my friend, Sabe. Come on, you were just trying to steal his lightsaber. And what are you trying to do? Warba, you tested me on Sergia. You said you believed in me. In Free Comic Book Day 2024, Star Wars Darth Vader issue number 1. Got it. Yes, I know you're going to do the right thing, whatever that may be. But you served Darth Vader, so I assume you know what the stakes really are here. Vader wants Luke, because the Emperor wants Luke. Because Luke could become the most powerful and deadly Sith of them all. I'd just like to see him before you do whatever it is you're going to do. What do you think I am? Come on, Sabe. No matter where they start. Everyone who serves Vader ends up in places they shouldn't. The Red Honeycomb Zone. Let's go. Let's go. It's Exogol time. Exogol is definitely inside that Red Nebula. And we're here with a shipment of stolen Kyberite. Oh, this is exciting. This is going to get good. The Red Honeycomb Zone. This is Captain Korlek, Eta-class supply barge SW-0222. We have arrived at the rendezvous point with supply order MN35S53.
Remain where you are, Captain Korlek. The Sith Eternal will come to you.
Wait, what? They're just landing on these... Whoa! All right, we have 113 crates for you. Provisions, ordnance, and raw kyberite. You can confirm the chain of custody if you like.
Captain Korlek, we are used to fear, but you are full of anger.
What?
Come, you cannot lie to us.
Fine. I used to command a Star Destroyer. It was lost on my watch.
Yes, because of Lord Vader.
Yes, so forgive me if I don't like his friends.
You think we are his friends? Evil laugh.
Administrator Moore, do you read?
You sound troubled, Captain Korlek.
The Sith Eternal have claimed their cargo and are returning to Exogol.
But they
looked at me. Looked into me.
Yes. And now they know you hate Lord Vader.
I told you, you should have sent me instead.
And what good would that have done, Senior Lieutenant Pride?
They would have sensed only my devotion to Lord Vader.
You still don't understand the way of the Sith, do you? Every Sith is the enemy of every other Sith. So if I'd sent you, they would have known you serve their master's enemy. But since I sent Korlek, they do not suspect that we're helping Lord Vader grow stronger than the Emperor himself by looting the treasures of Exogol.
This is badass. I can't wait for this heist. What is Lord Vader's command? Should I follow the Sith Eternal?
You would not survive the trip, Korlek. Save your strength and your anger for another day. But you will not be so fortunate, Lieutenant Pride.
I pledge my life to this service.
And we may take it.
He's so ready to sign up for these terrible things. Ooh, let's go. Beautiful shot, by the way. The Lambda just getting swallowed up. What? What is that? It's a Summa Verminoth,
A psycho-venomous subspecies. But it's sleeping, and our kyberite plating should shield us from detection.
Jesus Christ. Fly casual. Do not wake that up.
But its proximity will still be painful.
Oh God. It is a psycho-venomous subspecies. So like the venom is happening psychologically to you just from sheer proximity. God. And this is not even the first time. This is like the third time we've seen a Summa Verminoth. We briefly saw one in Solo. And then in Darth Vader issue number 12, Vader actually tamed one of these beasts and used it to like have a kaiju battle with Palpatine on the surface of the planet. It was badass.
Blah! Even the organic brains of Lord Vader's commandeered cyborg units are overloading. Visions from the Verminoth, immobilizing its prey.
But Lord Vader! Lord Vader stands strong!
Yes.
And you're still on your feet.
What did the Verminoth show you, Pride?
I died. On Exogol. Is that my fate?
Who can say? But please do your best to avoid it, until you have completed your service.
Damn. And he does die on Exogol, but not for about 40 years or so. Yes. Approaching the... Oh, there it is. That's the building we've seen.
Who dares? Of course, Lord Vader.
Jesus.
As always, attacking recklessly, without thought or preparation. You have failed your master for the last time.
Here we go. We'll see about that.
So we shall.
Oh, Vader, come on! Lord Vader! Ooh, he's getting pretty rocked. Pride! No! I don't understand how Pride is simultaneously such a cheerleader for Vader, being like, he's unstoppable, he can do anything! And as soon as Vader encounters even the slightest bit of hardship, he's like, oh no, Vader's going to die! Like, come on, man, pick a lane. Pick a lane. No!
Very good, Pride. Show them true anguish. That's what I picked you for. There it is. Can you taste that grief? Workers, finish unloading the shipment. We have a triumph to witness.
I like these Sith Eternal. They clearly have a good sense of humor. They're like chuckling at everything. God, Vader, he's just like T-posed on the ground, doing nothing.
Huh? Yes, droid army, let's go.
No!
Destroy them all. Battle droids smuggled into the Qi'ra temple. Yeah! And we've left it unguarded. Doesn't matter. The only one strong enough to claim the Qi'ra is the Dark Lord himself.
Huh?
What? That's not... No! Function terminated. Function terminated. Oh my god, he switched it with ND? No way. It's not really Vader. Oh, that's great. That's great. He put a backup suit on him. No! No!
Yes!
Let's fucking go!
Yes!
Stabbed in the face. Stabbed directly in the face.
He's headed for the Qi'ra temple. We cannot let him reach it. Blow the bridge.
Do you think that could stop me? Power. Longs for power.
Holy shit, he's just using the force on the Qi'ra Mountain. This is the same Qi'ra Mountain that Ochi saw, and it like destroyed his eyeballs. It was the most metal thing. And he's just tanking the hit. Oh, I love it. Vader, you are absolutely horrifying and terrifying. Never change. Ah! And the pure Kyberite resonance is way too much for any of these Sith Eternal to handle. Like, look at this. Only Vader, only the Dark Lord could withstand such power. Ah! Run, you weird little Jawa guy. No, he's gonna crush him with it, isn't he? Boom! Oh my god, Pride. Pride! Just fucking holding the helmet, like whimpering out here. Pride, you're pathetic, dude. He's like clutching it, like, no, Lord Vader! Oh no, 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 no!
After all that belief, would you despair now, Senior Lieutenant Pride?
He tricked them to get inside the temple. But that explosion, I've never seen anything. Huh? Oh, look at this. Look at this panel. Beautiful. Raphael Ienko was the perfect choice for this story. Look at that. Just coming out of the swirling red mist of just smoke, debris, and like resonating Kyber energy, and just... Lord Vader! He drops the helmet.
That bastard! I thought you were under his control.
The blast must have freed us. But he can't win every time, can he?
No, he has finally learned to deceive. But he cannot match...
Ah! Click. They missed. They had a secret weapon and they missed us. You did that, didn't you, Lord Vader? Deflected their blasts. Nothing can touch us. Ha ha! Nothing. Ah!
Your faith is Impressive. But you are clearly starting to annoy me.
God, I love that Pride is basically comic relief in this story.
But they were not aiming for us.
Jesus Christ! Ah, that's why there's a cannon on top of the building. For the Summa Verminoth. You definitely woke it up by destroying the Kyber Mountain. Like, that's definitely... And it's a psychovenomous creature too, which means it totally like is susceptible to force energy. Like, it's gonna come down into a feeding frenzy now. Yeah, now that's a panel. Look at that. Look at that. Piercing the red nebula and just, oh, of all the things to wake up. To be continued right now, because we've only got one issue left and then we're all caught up and I gotta know what happens next. We just woke up a Verminoth? Come on. Darth Vader, issue 47 by Greg Pak and Raffaelienko.
In the eye of the Summa Verminoth.
I'm so down. I'm so down with this story. This is really fun. This is not where I thought the Schism Imperial story was going to go at all.
The Razing of Exogol, Part 2. Sly Moore's Schism Imperial, a covert group of Imperials determined to overthrow the Emperor, has continued to grow. Darth Vader has now led the group on missions from the Outer Rim to Tython, all building towards a final assault on the Emperor's regime. After a daring mission through the Red Honeycomb Zone, facing off against the Sith Eternal, the team has now encountered a giant Summa Verminoth monsters. Oh, the team has now encountered the giant Summa Verminoth monsters, as in more than one? I only saw one. If this is more than one, then we are screwed. Written by Greg Pak, art by Raffaelienko, colors by Federico Blee, and letters by VC's Joe Caramanga. Let's go. Exogol.
Lord Vader has raided the vaults of the Citadel and secured the qi'ra.
We noticed, Pride. Your jaded attitude is beginning to wear thin, Governor Tantaza. We've been privileged to witness one of the greatest acts of valor ever... Let's just get it unloaded. Before the rest of those Sith Eternal attack. God, that's so creepy. Look, they're not moving. They're all standing totally still, just at different distances. Like, none of them are depicted in motion. That's so creepy. They're just, like, looming there.
Psh, they wouldn't dare, Fabarian. They know they can't defeat Lord Vader.
Not by themselves. Which is why they've summoned the Summa Verminoth.
God! And it's gonna come down into the atmosphere, too? Terrifying. It's like a Lovecraftian horror emerging from the cosmos.
Then they have only secured their doom, Administrator Moore.
So confident, Lord Vader. Of course, not too long ago you tamed one of these beasts. But this should prove to be more of a challenge.
I'm really glad that this happened during Vader's like shield and spear phase. Very necessary for the imagery here. All right, how about we load up and get out? Just a moment. What about the MAR Corps, Lord Vader? They created the diversion you required to steal the Kyber, but they've all been greatly damaged.
Burn in hell, droid!
And the Imperial droid processing plants that were controlling them appear to have been disabled.
They have served their purpose.
Shall I kill them?
We'll kill you, Vader!
Leave these rebels alive for the Summa Verminoth.
Damn! You're just gonna feed them to this fucking thing? Oh my god. I guess that will slow it down a little bit, right? If it's feeding on them, maybe they can escape from the planet. That doesn't sound good.
We're shielded with Kyberite. That should spare us from the worst of their psychic attacks. We just need to outrun them.
No.
No? That thing's as big as a city. We can't...
Do you still not see what we have done? What the Schism Imperial has done? I understand. We're just a handful of officers and bureaucrats. It's easy for even us to underestimate ourselves. But we claimed Tantaza's energy capsules, filled with the life energy of a planet. We stole an army of the most advanced battle droids in the galaxy. But this Kyber, this is beyond all of that. This is what powered the cannons of the great Death Star, the greatest weapon ever created. And now it lies in the hands of Lord Vader. We will never run again. Am I right, Lord Vader? Lord Vader?
Oh, wow.
Hello, old friend. It's taken you long enough, but I had faith. You used to sneer at technological terrors, but I knew that once you'd seen the power of Exogol, you would eventually try to seize it for yourself.
I love it. He used to sneer at technological terrors back in the olden days of Star Wars Episode 4.
Because you are a Sith, it is in our nature to seize any and all power. But what will you use it for? There are only two Sith. So who are they? You and I? Or your son and I? Or you and your son?
Damn, Vader. Like, Palpatine's just like, I know exactly what's in your mind. Like, and this is exactly what I was talking about with the mentality of like, we can overthrow the Emperor. The Emperor knows that what you're planning, and he will see you coming. And this is that final nail in the coffin of I must obey my master, because you can't. There's no way you can succeed against Palpatine if he sees you coming, right? It's just a non-starter. Oh, snap. We're actually getting Luke in this issue. What is it, Luke? I just get a feeling every once in a while. He's still out there, looking for me. Vader, yeah. Does he know where you are? Right now? I don't think so. I think he knows I might be able to sense him, so he's keeping his distance. For now. So he's scared of you. What? No. Come on, you're a Jedi, Luke. No one can do the things you can do. And the longer he waits, the stronger you'll get. Maybe that's what he wants. What does that mean? Vader wanted me to join him, Leia. To rule the galaxy at his side. Well, you'd never do that. Yeah. I think I need to get out of here for a while. Just to be safe. Maybe I can help with that. R2? We just got a data card from Sergia. For you. Hey, Luke. Been a while. Look, I've got something I think you might be interested in. Coordinates are on this card. Know her? Yeah, that's Warba Calip. Small-time thief and grifter. So, is this some kind of scam? Almost certainly. But it's also probably about as far from Vader as I can get. Alright, and we're back to it. Alright, Lord Vader, I've accessed the specifications. The kyber must be cut precisely with a tool specially designed to... Ah, yes, well, that's another option. The fitting isn't exact, of course. That could result in considerable leakage or backdraft, particularly if you're going to power it that way. Oh my god. He's just got a hunk of raw kyber at the tip of the spear, and then just like a planet's life energy just like bound onto his forearm, connected to the... Oh my goodness. This is Janksville right here. What if someone attacks the capsule, Vader? Then what? Particularly if you're going to power it that way. But I suppose we don't have time for anything else.
No one can resist the psychic attack of the Summa Verminoth! How are you still standing? Vader trapped us in our own bodies, kept us conscious while his Imperial droid units controlled our actions. We've seen Vader, so I guess we've seen worse.
Ah!
Are you alright, Pride?
I'm fine! Everyone get ready! We're doing this! Oh, Jesus, here we go. We're gonna run the gambit. And Vader's on top of the shuttle, just like ready to joust with this monster. Oh, this is what Star Wars is all about right here. Totally ridiculous, totally badass. We're on Exogol fighting monsters with a fucking shield and a spear. Let's go. Graw! Come on, Vader! Woo! Let's go! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is epic. Just cut off 1, 2, 3, 4 tentacles. 5, 6, 7. Oh my god. Ho ho ho! Oh shit. Oh shit, is it shattering? Is the power conduit shattering?
Impossible! He has done it!
Yes!
Whoa! I don't know, R2, but it's big.
You feel it, don't you, Lord Vader? Young Skywalker senses your new power, and he is troubled. Go ahead, old friend. You have my blessing. Seek out the boy, and let us see who he really is.
That was fucking phenomenal. That was totally wizard. Vader just exploded a monster with a hunk of raw kyberite strapped to the end of a spear on top of a shuttle in a nebula on Exogol. God, that was awesome. Anyone who doubts Vader's power can just look at this and behold. Well, maybe I've got a good feeling about this. Luke! Warba! You actually came. Yeah, bad idea, right? You still a thief? I should go, huh? Huh. Seriously, Warba, I told you the last time I saw you, you're more than you seem. Yeah, that may or may not be a good thing. So it's probably a trap after all. Well, here I am. What do you have for me? Right this way, sir. That's one of Sabe's droids. Hello, Luke. My name is Sabe. I know your father. My father? His father? Suck it, Warba. What? Hey! R2, no! What are you doing, Sabe? If you have a dark side, Luke, it's time to show it. To be continued. No! What does that even mean? Sabe... I really wanted for Sabe and Luke to interact, but not like this, man. I think she's trying to root out whether or not he has enough access to the dark side to become a powerful contender. I feel like she thinks only another Darksider can take out Darth Vader with what she's witnessed. She doesn't understand. The light side is stronger. Still, we're going to get, like, Luke is going to find out so much about his mother. Hopefully. Assuming that this interaction goes the right direction. Like, yes. Yes, look at this cover. Okay, now this is fantastic. Sabe with the white cloak. Luke in his full-blown Jedi, Return of the Jedi regalia here. With the yellow saber still. Fantastic. I can't wait for Darth Vader 48, man. This has been so much fun. Oh yeah, she's absolutely testing him. She's absolutely testing him to see if he can be corrupted or if he really is the real deal. I mean, I don't know. This has the potential to have so much, like, just lore goodness to it. Like, of all the ways for Luke to fill in the gaps, to bring him up to speed with what the audience knows, because I feel like he knows everything the audience knows by the time of, like, The Last Jedi, or even the Force Awakens, for example. And one of the coolest things about the Star Wars comics is the way that they've been revealing his methods of learning and obtaining this information. The Jedi texts, we know he's read them just like Rey did. Holocrons, recordings of people. Now he's getting a first-hand testimony from his mother's handmaiden to learn who she was as a person. I really want to get that scene, so I really hope we don't fucking shoot and saber each other here, guys. Come on! Let's calm down.
Chadmiral, I'm sure you're right, and that this is a test. But like, let's not do anything hasty here, because god damn does she have information that Luke needs. And he doesn't even realize, I think, yet that he needs it so badly, but like...
Yeah, he needs it for sure. I need Sabe to hug Luke and talk about his mom somehow. Would be awesome. Legit. But like, on the other hand, it does kind of give me pause, because how much information about Padme is he supposed to know by the time of Return of the Jedi? We are close to Return of the Jedi. Very close to it at this point in the timeline. But Luke really still was in the dark about his mother, and it's because the movie came out in the 1980s and we hadn't really fleshed, like, Padme didn't even have a name yet when that movie came out, so obviously it's not going to include a whole lot of exposition about what he knows about his mom, but this is canon. This is taking place before that, so retroactively we're saying Luke knows at least a little bit about Padme by this time, right? Yeah, Sabe doesn't even know about Leia's existence, so if they meet somehow, like, you're absolutely right. I hadn't even thought about that, and that would be an even more emotional meeting. Getting to meet, like, the daughter, meeting the mother's hand. Like, I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. This has been Comics with Katarn. I know it's been a long time since the last time I did one of these, but we are back. We are officially back. I will be going live every single week to read the brand new Star Wars comics of the day. We may not be on the current stuff for the next couple weeks. I'm going to be playing catch up. Next week I'm going to read all the issues of Star Wars leading up to 47, which is the most current as of the time of this recording, followed by High Republic goodness, everything else. And so yeah, by the time Star Wars issue 50, the final issue of this run, drops, I'll be reading it alongside all of you for the first time live. It's going to be great. Yeah, I've really missed doing the comics, and so it's really good to be back. Thank you so much for joining me, and I really hope you enjoyed this equal parts reaction video and dramatic narration to, you know, these Star Wars stories that I really do love, and I really am enjoying them. Catch me next week as we dive into the trial of Lando Calrissian, because I'm pretty sure the entire arc is out now, and I haven't read any of those, so we're gonna blow through all of that next week. Can't wait for it. Thanks. Yeah, Ice, you heard it here first. Comics with Katarn has returned. I should say, somehow, Comics with Katarn has returned. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. As always, may the Force be with you.